And welcome to Dangerous Fly Fishing, episode 83. I'm Chris Cooper. That's Jim Carney. How are you, sir?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Good. Good to see you. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Also in studio, we have Mr. Matt Carney, as well as special guest Sean Carney. How are you, sirs?
Doing well. Jim has two of his sons in studio.
Yes.
Jim?
Jim. Yes.
You said
That's
Jim.
me.
I said Jim.
Anyway, Jim Carney's in studio. How are you boys over there doing today?
Doing good, Cooper. I did some fishing this weekend.
About time somebody did something on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's also been a bit of a delay since our last episode.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks post from our last post. So we have more to talk about today than usual, which is probably a good thing. Also fishing related things to talk about, which is also a really good thing.
Yeah, people went fishing.
Yeah. Also happy Father's Day to you as well, Sean.
And to you as well,
Thank
Cooper.
That's right.
And to you, Jim.
Thank
Dad.
Weird.
Father.
Blessed art thou amongst the fathers. I don't know. Kind of.
Yeah.
You guys were kind of sound like the end of a Catholic mass. So
He's just jealous.
I'm struggling over here. Okay. So a couple things. First off,
yes,
I want to dive into this first just because it's not related to fishing
Okay.
or any of our current activities. I tried Icy Light Berry for the first time.
But
yeah, we do drink, so it
So-
is related to our activities.
Yeah. No, but I tried Icy Light Berry. Now, I have had in my time a plenty amount of Icy Light, as well as Iron City and Icy Light Mango. Okay. We've all had those beers.
I have not.
I have not either.
Okay.
Really?
No.
I don't
No
believe
Icy Light.
Sean.
I've had Icy Light aplenty. I've not had any of the flavored versions.
No,
We only
you've had
mentioned
regular and
mango.
Iron City, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Icy Light as well as Iron City.
He's missing out on the mango.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard mango in there, and I've never had an Iron City mango.
Yeah, I could drink one mango a year. That's all I'm good for.
Okay, that should
Yeah.
tell you something.
But also, they have this new one. It's called Icy Light Berry.
You
It
didn't
is
bring any for us to try though.
no, absolutely
yeah,
not.
Notably, it must not have been that good if you didn't bring it to share.
So I like Icy Light Mango. And I think it's fine.
One beer a year.
One beer a year.
Okay.
Now I will drink obviously Busch Light, Apple, or the Keystone one's fine. I think
Peach.
Garage Beer is actually coming out with an apple.
Yeah, the the Busch Light Peach is the best of the flavored.
That one is also good. But anyway, so this berry Icy Light, it comes in a thinner can, like any kind of seltzer.
almost like a Coors.
What?
Aren't Coors Light cans tall and skinny?
No, but they're still no, they're different than
Okay.
those ones. They're more like any kind of White Claw or seltzer can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's just how I thought Coors Light cans. were
Anyway, the Icy Light Berry has no fizz to it at all. No beer whatsoever in the Icy Light Berry.
shaped. So like no carbonation.
There's almost no carbonation. It tastes like a tea.
I'll say again, bleh.
Yeah. No, your sound effect is accurate. It is not good. I do not recommend it. Don't waste your money. Don't buy it. I love Icy Light. They made a mistake, just like the Turner's Tea one.
And you're sure you didn't get like a bad batch that's like undercarbonated or something?
Nah, when you're that big of a brewery, you're not sending out bad batches.
That's fair. I mean, they are Icy Light. So I mean, so they're sending bad batches out all the time.
No.
No, Icy Light is dependable, and don't
Icy
be a
Light
dick.
Icy Light is obviously
Arr.
a staple. Okay.
It's goddamn Pittsburghian, American.
Yeah. So, anywho, that's my gripe for the day. Proceed.
I got a gripe.
Here we go.
I went fishing this weekend, and I forgot to bring tall socks, and I was doing some wet wading. So I got some pretty good rubbing on my calves, ankles.
Why were you in need of socks wet wading?
He wore wading boots.
I wore my wading boots without tall socks, and
You don't have wading socks?
no.
like-
He does now. I gave him
do
my.
now, yeah.
I gave him my Orvis ones.
I'll show you at the break, but
I would've went
I'm pretty
barefoot
I'm pretty
before.
tore up from
He
the
went
wading boots.
barefoot
Oh,
in wading boots.
okay.
That's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. tied the boots up tight, and they rubbed me pretty raw. So that's my gripe for the day.
What kind of where did you go relative? You don't have to say names, but where were you relative to the state?
Oh, I was at camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I was just on our stream behind camp.
Okay, cool.
Both days.
Did you catch anything?
I did.
Okay, good.
What'd you catch?
We're already on a roll here.
So I got up there Thursday night. I did some stuff around the camp on Friday, and I hit the stream on Saturday morning. I pulled a rainbow out Saturday, and then I hooked and lost another fish.
Behind camp?
Yeah.
Oh, rainbow's coming up north.
I was kind of shocked too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one I got on Saturday, it was right above camp, like one of the deadfall logs that was there. I pulled them on not a pheasant tail. I was on a hare's ear.
You mean this fly?
Well, so for our viewers, the reason we're showing the fly is historically Cooper has had a very challenging time identifying a pheasant tail versus a hare's ear, and apparently Sean also is having a challenging time. So for our viewers, that is a pheasant tail fly. Forgive the quality; it was tied in Kenya, but that is a beathead pheasant tail nymph tied in Kenya.
That is not what I was fishing with.
Okay, so you were.
I'll confess, I am a rank amateur when it comes to
So you
fly
were
fishing.
fishing with a Cooper's pheasant tail, which is a hare's ear nymph.
Yes, I was fishing with a hare's ear nymph. I started with an unidentified dry fly, to start the day. 'Cause I showed Matt the video. There was
Quick, call the White House.
He sends me a video, goes, "What fly is this?" And it's like a freaking generic, like 0.5 zoom of mayflies doing the vertical dance. And I'm like, I think they're mayflies. I mean, like, you got a size for me and a color? Like, I just see mayflies dancing up and down. He's like, what fly should I use? Like, fuck, dude, fucking grab one.
Just
Let me
grab
know.
anything.
fuckers were moving so fast I couldn't even get one.
And then I'm like, man, you have not been listening to the podcast because, like, you should have been able to identify from seeing their up and down motion. That immediately precludes, like, 2/3 of the mayflies.
Yep.
I'm just trying to sound smarter than I am. I don't actually know. But,
Until they land on me, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I go out and actively, like, grab and catch them and
Sure.
whatnot.
Oh,
to
I
identify
tried.
them.
I could not.
All right.
So
Quick
I
cast.
threw probably 20, 25 casts with a small white mayfly, and I got nothing on it. So I switched to a nymph. Put a strike indicator on. I put on the hare's ear nymph.
This one?
Yeah. And I pulled a rainbow out from one of the deadfall logs just a little bit north of camp, a little bit east of camp, west of camp,
upstream
from camp.
Yeah.
And I fished the rest of the day. I was up just before the cow crossing, and
Yeah.
I was walking up the stream. And
You mean where Matt got shocked?
Yes, that video is on the Insta
It's also on the YouTube.
and the YouTubes as well. So yeah, I had just left my line out behind me, and I low crawled underneath the electric fence, and I was walking behind. All of a sudden, I felt my rod pull, and I was like, "What the?" I turned and I did a real quick set.
You did a strip set on a trout?
Well, I did a little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To
a
the
little
moon.
bit of both. I mean, I just had it up behind me.
I gotcha.
Just regular drag, and I grabbed it and I gave it a couple after I set. I gave it a couple pulls, and the next thing I know, I threw a trout out of the water. And Matt educated me a little bit earlier this evening that I basically had accidentally done an emerger pattern with that nymph,
Oh,
and that's what the trout was hitting.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, he once I flipped him out of the water, he came unhooked, and I did not land him.
So then after you caught that fish and Matt, well, no, you said Matt didn't educate you till today.
Till today,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind then. So you wouldn't have known to switch to an emerger style fly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, like we historically have discussed, like, if you cast your nymph, then let it drift. When you hit the end of your drift, like, the nymph tends to rise out of the water. And a lot of times, like, you'll get strikes on that because they think it's a mayfly hatching. And that's basically what Sean did.
Well, I've heard you guys talk about it a lot, and I didn't connect until today. I actually did it, so
That's okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
I was educated.
You're learning.
Indeed.
I only called you stupid like 3 times.
Yeah. So I fished that nice run through the cow crossing there. Didn't get much there. Then the sky opened up, and it was torrential downpour from there. I ended up just walking all the way to the bridge and heading back to camp in the pouring rain.
Yeah,
Right.
at that point, I feel like you're faster to go to the bridge and head home than to turn around and try and go back.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just walked to the bridge, went up on the road, and went back to camp.
Cool.
Yeah, the neighbors look at you funny when you get off at John's property and then walk his road and zigzag through the woods. The neighbors tend to look at you funny, like, "Who are you? What are you doing?" It's like, I just live there, man. Just let me go. Yeah, they're angry.
Yeah, that's the way I knew. I've never done the land route through the cow pasture and all that. So.
Yeah, no.
There is no land route through the cow pasture.
Well, then I'm glad I didn't try to.
It's
make
fenced
one.
off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd be on the road.
Glad I didn't try to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have to either go down to John's or up to the bridge.
Gotcha.
So,
Cool.
Yep. Then this morning I went back out before I came back here. Just did the same stretch of creek again. I hooked and lost one on another deadfall log about 150 yards upstream from camp. And then I got another nice rainbow, those willows right before the cows.
yes.
Okay.
I had set my nymph under, floated it down underneath those and pulled a rainbow out of there.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know there's a monster brown just upstream of there.
Unless one of the eagles got it.
I don't think so. He's a monster brown. He's been living a while, so he knows about the eagles, I think.
Yeah.
He's-
It's funny that you just mentioned that, but I guess it's my fault because I mentioned the eagles. But I just saw a video of a guy catch this like little,
Dinker.
8-inch little tiny thing. I don't even know if it was a trout. It might have been a chub or something. And there was an eagle just watching him. And the eagle come down when he caught the fish and parked his ass right behind him. And then he's just like, "Here you go." He threw it. He took the hook out, threw it to him.
Eagle
jumped
caught it
down.
midair.
No, he was on the ground.
Oh,
He was hanging out behind him, waiting, and the dude just threw him a fish.
Sounds like he's
he
got
went
that.
to town.
It sounds like he's got that eagle trained.
Yeah, the eagles may be a little too.
Might be the other way
domesticated.
around, actually.
Because I've seen
Touche.
I've seen videos of fishermen catch fish, and then the eagle's kind of circling, like, "Hey, what you doing there, guy?
Yeah.
You gonna throw that?" And I've seen fishermen throw the fish up for the eagle, and the eagle grab it midair. But yeah, it sounds like if the eagle's just waiting on the bank behind you, I think you've been domesticating that eagle.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I know when Jim and I were out west, well, it was about 10 years ago now, Jim actually hooked a fish, and a bird flew down off the bank and was basically hovering, waiting for the fish to break the surface. And when it did, it went down. He missed it, but they were just feasting on every fish that you caught, any fish that came near the surface. And when we were on the Green River, you couldn't catch a fish under 13 or 14 inches because all the little ones already were caught and were eaten by the birds who were making quite a good living off those low streams.
Yeah.
So we were catching a lot of 14, 15-inch fish because the birds couldn't kill a fish that big, but anything smaller was done. Fishing was quite poor that year we were out there.
Yeah, there's a certain point where when a fish gets to a certain size, it's like the likelihood of them being killed.
Well, we did have for a few years up there behind, Wendy lived in that house now that John lives in, but she pointed out to me one morning, she said, "There's a couple of dead fish over here. Do you want to look at them?" So I went over to look at them, and they had like a bite in the back of their heads, and what it was the herons who were sneaking along would just put their bills through the back of the
spear 'em.
fish, spear them, and then after he killed the fish, he realized he couldn't eat it, so he just left it there. And for several summers, we had quite an issue with that.
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things even musky fishing. I have a general rule: if you see carp, you're generally going to find musky. For some reason, those two seem to correlate. Whenever I'm fishing for musky, but it's also if you're
Don't muskie eat carp?
they do when they're small enough. But there's a certain point where you get big enough that not even the biggest muskie is probably going to try and eat you because you're too big. So you kind of hit
It's more of a girth issue than it is a length.
Well, I think it's a combination of the two. But it's
Yeah.
kind of almost like you hit a fuck you size. I know nothing else can eat me at this point.
Matt,
I'm
you're
too big.
missing the dick joke.
Yeah.
I don't think he missed it.
I was
He
just
caught it right on
ignoring
the
it.
face.
But it's just one of those ones where it's you hit a certain point where the number of predators that can actually kill you and eat you
Right.
becomes smaller and smaller.
Sure.
So you worry slightly less. Even a 42-inch carp would be a tall order for a bald eagle to drag out a body of water.
Yeah, it makes sense. So, so other than that, I had wrote a few notes on here. We can either. I mean, it doesn't really matter what order we go in, but Matt, I know you and Sean did the All Fins In tournament.
It was actually Matt and Matt.
And not Sean. Sorry.
Yeah, Matt. Yes, myself and Matt Dixon.
Nice.
I think he's the president of the Nittany Valley Musky Inc. chapter 64.
Okay.
I figure we get into that in the second part, but
we can.
For those that follow the podcast, you probably saw our Beast of the East donation.
Yes.
We got a nice shout out from the Nittany Valley Musky Alliance for our donation. We donated a nice Yeti Hopper 18 and 3 bottles of bourbon.
Yes. I'm surprised you fell back on your plan to go with 2 bourbons and a scotch for yourself.
I was thinking about it, and then I was kind of like, I kind of feel like bourbon's the trendy thing now, so I just got a bourbon. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably totally going to try and win our own prize, because that's 3 delicious bottles of bourbon.
In a really nice cooler.
Yeah, and I mean, I tore the zipper on mine, so I may be looking to replace it. So you know, I might be throwing in some money on our own donation.
I might also.
Maybe I'll keep the cooler and then redonate the bourbon. But no, it was it was pretty nice that the Nittany Valley Musky Alliance gave us a nice shout out on our donation. We appreciate that very much, and very much looking forward to the Beast of the East. Apparently, registration for that's going to open, I think, 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
They usually drop it on the Friday, which I don't remember if that's the 3rd or the 4th, but they usually drop it on the Friday into the weekend, and then come Monday, they usually open up to the general population.
Right.
But we've never had to worry about that because we're like the first ones in like the past 3 years.
We're not like we are.
Yeah, we are the first ones in the past, I think, pretty much since the second year we ever did it. We've been the first ones every year.
Well, I should say, I shouldn't say we, because I have only done it with you once.
Yeah, last year. But
so
it was pretty sweet when they're like, hey, cool, number 1, you won this Orvis Helios rod. And number 1 was me, because I was the first one registered.
And now Matt's the first one every year.
Yeah, pretty much.
So far.
Haven't been as lucky since, so maybe we should delay our entry like 6 hours.
Nah.
Yeah, probably not.
Depending on how many we have, you might have to do that.
We will see. We will have our final head tally, I think, this week. Okay. There's the one person I need to check in to figure out whether we're going to try and put up 2 teams or it's just going to be the same team last year.
Right.
So I think he said he's leaning towards no because there was a pop-up wedding.
Yeah.
What weekend is it?
It's not until
October 8th through the 10th.
Is it a holiday? Columbus Day?
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't think it is.
Because I don't, my company doesn't give me those holidays, so I don't keep track of them.
I mean, we could easily very much look on the internet. But anyway, so you talked to Matt Dixon about that.
I talked to him a lot.
And then you gave him our donation. And then from then you guys went and did, we'll talk about the Beast a little bit more later if you'd like. But you and Matt did the All Fins In tournament. That's Pennsylvania wide, correct?
Yeah. So Matt Dixon and I did the All Fins In tournament. Mm-hmm. It is a pretty cool tournament, and I will definitely be doing it next year. I think there are only 14 teams this year.
Okay.
So it's a pretty cool tournament. Just to give a quick summary, is it's basically like they have a list of every single fish you can catch in Pennsylvania, and they have certain points awarded for each fish you catch.
Yes.
My original theory of how it worked was incorrect. So, for instance, like we'll take rainbow trout as an example.
So in our previous context about this,
I was wrong.
We were incorrect.
Yes.
Okay. Just to
so
clarify.
like using rainbow trout as an example, there were 3 categories of rainbow trout. Mm-hmm. The first category was under 12. Mm-hmm. The second category was 12 to 18. And then the third category was 18 plus.
Okay.
So don't hold me to these points because I lost my point sheet. But I think under 12 was worth 2 points. 12 to 18 was worth 3 points. And I think 18 plus was worth 5 points.
Gotcha.
So that's basically how all the categories went. I mean, some of them had fewer, some of them had more. Like Musky, I think only had 2 categories. So I think it was like 5 points for a Musky under 40 and then like 10 points for a Musky over 40. So that's how it worked. Is basically they broke it down into categories for generally each species of fish. Like bluegill was one category.
Yeah.
Largemouth bass was, I think had to be under 15, over 15.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool the way they structured it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the winning team got almost 70 points, which means they caught damn near every species on the list.
Yeah.
They didn't catch any of the muskies because it would have been sad because Matt Dixon's and my team name was Team Musky.
Oh.
So it would have been sad if somebody else caught more muskie than Team Musky.
Yeah. How many muskie did Team Muskie catch by chance?
0.
From everything I know about muskie, that would make perfect sense.
Yeah. Muskie and
Team
Matt.
Carp caught all the muskie.
Yeah.
But no, I don't actually think anybody caught any muskie.
Oh, it's
I think the toothy critter, I didn't get to see everybody's score sheet, but I kind of think that I didn't hear anybody bragging about catching a northern pike or a pickerel.
yeah.
Because, it turns out there's actually pickerel right near camp.
Oh, sure.
Well, I didn't know that.
Where?
Out in the lake. In the lake, I assume.
No, where I've been chasing muskie, there's pickerel.
Oh, yeah. Weird.
Yeah. So, it was a pretty cool tournament. Like I said, I think the winning team got almost 70 points, which means they basically caught almost every fish on the list except for toothy critters, I think.
Oh.
And there was like another fish I'd never heard of. I think it's like a quill fish.
We'll have to pull the list up because I'm curious to see it in the intermission here.
Yeah, well, it was. I don't know if it's online or not. Like it was on like a little, almost like a bowling score or a golf card type thing golf scorecard to check off.
Oh, not bowling, just golf.
Yeah, golf. Yeah, like little check off. Oh, I caught this.
You. Yeah.
It was a really cool tournament. I'm definitely going to do it next year, and I kind of think we all should because
I agree.
it's a lot of fun.
I agree. It does sound, and I will have more time to be able to go.
Yeah.
Next year. So, yes, I agree.
Well, I mean, it's pretty wild because Dixon and I basically said from the get go, like, hey, we're not going to take this super serious. In fact, like we actually, I guess, took it more serious than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Because like I was basically expecting us just to fish for muskie the whole time.
Okay.
And use the tournament as an excuse.
Yeah.
But no, we actually tried for a couple different species, and then it was like, okay, let's go for muskie. And basically it was once we picked up the muskie rods, we pretty much gave up trying to win.
Yeah. I'm curious to see like I know it's not out there, but the map of where the fishermen were for this whole tournament.
Yeah, to see
like
how far
where they were in
strayed.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
So the interesting thing about this tournament, and it's kind of cool, is you all start at the same point, which was, I don't remember exactly where, but it was off of Balmoral Drive in State College. Like it was in a park.
Oh.
Like you all met at a pavilion, but it was off of Balmoral. I remember that because that's the Royals' Scottish vacation home.
So I'm assuming people stayed relatively close.
Well, so apparently, like, as the tournament has gone on, they've had to broaden the species list because apparently people would, like, make the whole trek to Erie and fish for, like, drum and everything else. I mean, because you can catch walleye throughout the state, but like, there's a bunch of Erie-specific species that were, like, on the list.
Oh, yeah?
And it's because, I guess, like, one year one team went to Erie and were, like, catching drum and whatever the hell Lake Erie has.
How many hours was the tournament?
It's 24 hours.
Okay,
So it was interesting because we started at the picnic pavilion. I'd forget the name of the park. It might have been like Spring Creek Park in State College.
It's irrelevant.
It was right off Balmoral Drive. But you start at the picnic pavilion, and then like basically it's kind of like, they took like every participant photo, and it's like, okay, everybody go fish. And so, everybody clearly had plans and went to fish and whatnot. But like the interesting thing was you'd be back at Axman Brewery by noon.
Okay.
Because you would actually like physically show him your photos at Axman Brewery at noon.
I'm sure that took forever for everybody to go through every single photo they had of every fish and had the markings and whatnot, and then he had to take accountability for it.
I bet it
do
wasn't
the
that many
points.
fish.
It was a lot of fish,
disagree.
but the counterpoint of it not taking that long is I'm pretty sure that dude knows every single fish in Pennsylvania and can readily identify them because he was pretty much, you're just like flashing a picture. He's like, oh yeah, boom, that's a blah, 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 blah. Move on. Boom, that's a blah, 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 blah.
But what about the length was an important part of that too, because that was the difference in your points.
It was. I mean, like, so the way they did it is they did a tape measure, like a seamstress tape measure, like a
just a soft
3 foot long fabric tape measure. And that was my only gripe about the tournament.
Okay.
Was the measuring. But that's how they did is you'd basically like have to put the fish and the tape measure in the same picture, and they put like the AFI 2026 like a little thing on the front of the tape measure. That way you're not using pictures from last year or whatever.
Right.
And my only gripe about it is that's a really hard way to take pictures of fish. Not to mention it's really bad for the fish, considering I think it was like 80 some degrees.
Oh.
So Dixon and I started. We went and fished like a local trout stream. Well, I guess it's kind of like a mixed water stream because like literally, I think the first fish he caught a 2.5-inch smallmouth bass.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, he caught a 2.5-inch smallmouth bass. Shockingly, did not get smallest fish.
Off of a Buford, I assume.
No.
Double.
No, he did not. So we started off trout fishing, and he caught a smallmouth bass, 2.5-inch smallmouth bass.
Off of a trout fly.
Off of a trout
That's
fly,
cool.
Which, I mean, is not uncommon.
No. That's an uncommon sized bass to catch.
That's
though.
an incredibly uncommon sized bass to catch because that is a small bass.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah, I'll post them on the Instagram, all the fish that I think we caught. I'll post them on there with our, some of them are pretty tiny. So, like, the crazy thing is like you get points for catching, like, chubs and minnows.
Oh.
Like, it's literally every species of fish you can catch, you get points for.
Were you allowed to use a casting net?
No, you had to catch them on the... Well, that was my question to Matt because, he kept busting my chops about not reading the rules. But my question was, I see all these, like, little 1-inch minnows going around. I'm pretty sure I could just literally just scoop in handful. I mean, good luck holding on to that thing to take a photo with a measuring tape, but...
Yeah.
No casting net, have to catch it on the fly. But yeah, literally the first fish we caught was a 2.5-inch smallmouth bass.
Mm-hmm.
He caught it inside of I think it was his second cast. And I'm like feeling the pressure because I don't want to let him down. So I'm like, oh crap. I have a podcast for Pete's sake. I better put up a good performance here. This is embarrassing. And so I was feeling some pressure. So I literally had like the worst first 15 minutes of fly fishing of my life because I literally...
Were you trying too hard?
I was basically like, I went into like almost like a manic phase where I'm like trying to get the thing in the water and catch stuff. And I kept like...
You were definitely trying too hard.
Oh, I kept wrapping the line around my rod like 15 times. And I'm like, I'm just sitting here thinking the letter Kenny like, fucking embarrassing.
Wait, that's not normal?
No, it's not normal.
I guess I need to fish
At least
more.
not for me. It's not normal.
That happened to me a lot at the Beast day 2.
Well, there's like a certain amount of like I'm amped up, ready to go, and like you kind of fuck up your tempo or try and whip shit around when you shouldn't. But
you're so used to casting musky flies that you forgot how to cast trout flies.
That's true because I haven't picked up a trout rod since April. But
yeah,
but no, I think literally the first 15-20 minutes, like once we got down and went fishing, like I'm pretty sure I only got 3 casts in like the first 20 minutes. I spent so much time untying my freaking leader from my rod. Like I was like snagging grass behind me and shit.
I may have spent some time this morning in the stream trying to undo a knot in my tippet. It's fine.
Well, I was, like I said,
define sometime. That's what I want to know.
It's not important.
Not relevant. No.
I needed to get the knot out so I wouldn't have to put on a new tippet.
Did you have to sit down?
No, I was standing.
Okay, so it wasn't that long.
That's not bad.
It was a good time. If John had been home and just watching me, wondering what is this guy doing?
He might have got his phone out. He would have learned how to take a video by the time you started.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure because Dixon literally like second cast caught the smallmouth bass, which like chunks off our under 15 smallmouth bass.
Nice.
So I was feeling a little pressure and like, I was basically just like all squirrely and crazy. And then literally, I finally was like, dude, calm the fuck down. You're fishing like an idiot. So then once I calmed down and got into my normal
You're
fishing,
talking to yourself, not Matt Dixon.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, good.
He's, he that point he's looking like a much better fly fisher than me. Like
he pulled in a 2.5-inch bass.
Well, in the interim too, he caught like a creek chub, which knocked off another box for us. And I'm like, fuck, man, he's got 2 fish. And I haven't even put us on the board yet. So I finally calmed down and I hooked like I think it was like 11 3/4-inch rainbow.
I thought you were gonna say rock.
No, I did.
I got some of them today.
I did get hung up a lot, and I think that was a lot of the reason I kept wrapping around my rod. Is I'd get hung up and kind of do like the whip thing, and then whip it back, and it would. But I caught. So I caught like our under 12-inch rainbow. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Caught this fish. I'm like, okay, I got our under 12 rainbow. So I lay out the tape measure, lay the fish down. You know, the fish is flopping around, like fighting and whatnot. And yeah, I lost that fish before I could get the picture.
No.
Yeah, it happened more than once. So I lost the first fish, and I'm like swearing because it's like, fuck, man. I could have, like, that was like my fish on the board. I could have had that fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, yeah, I apparently suck at taking pictures, so like, that fish got away. And so I'm like standing up and picking up the tape measure and everything. I look, I'm like, holy fuck, somebody lost their Apple Watch or something. There's this like black, shiny, electric looking thing like in the literally 2 inches from the edge of the water in the high grass. I'm like, fuck, man, somebody lost their Apple Watch. I bend down to pick it up. It's fucking my car keys.
No.
So
wait, you don't have a car?
Not your car.
Not my car. My dear loving girlfriend, because my truck's still in the shop, supposed to get it back tomorrow.
Yeah, right. It's dead.
Well, I've also started truck shopping, but she was kind enough to lend me her car so I could go up and fish this tournament. I mean, worst case, I'd rent a car, but she was kind enough to lend me her car to go up. And I was like, I initially had her keys in the pocket. I'm like, well, I'm wet waiting. I should get them in my pocket. So I stuck them in like the top pocket of the vest.
Oh, you were wearing the vest
backpack I wear. Yeah, my trout vest thing. But it's also where I stuck the tape measure. And apparently in my franticness of pulling the tape measure, the car keys got caught up in it and like flung out and apparently landed just shy of the water, which thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was
still be at camp.
It was not a great start for me. Not only did I caught our first trout, but then I immediately lost it trying to take the photo and almost lost my car keys.
Mm-hmm.
That trout saved you because it made you look in the
because
grass.
I'd have moved on and with life, like had I got that picture, I'd have basically...
That would have been 2 sets of keys you lost that weekend.
Yeah, I still haven't found the other set.
Jeez Louise.
Dude, when my truck's gone, man, I fall apart.
Well, I'm assuming these other vehicles that you've been driving don't have the ability to leave the keys in vehicle.
Yeah, they do.
Use the door.
No, yeah, that was a problem. It's like I couldn't do that with Corey's, so I had to take the keys. And I thought I put them in a safe pocket until I actually caught a fish and had to measure. And apparently somehow they flung out. And it's okay. The story will get better, but we'll get to that after this break. So we'll see you guys in a few.
And welcome back to Dangerous Fly Fishing, episode 83. I'm Chris Cooper. That's Jim Carney. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thanks.
Glad your microphone's working. Also, Matt Carney as well as Sean Carney. How are you, sirs?
Doing well.
Doing well, Cooper.
Good.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day once again to you two. Not you, Matt. And everybody else out there.
Thanks for that.
Oh, yeah. And happy Father's Day to everybody else out there. You almost threw me off, but you didn't. So a little bit ago, we were talking about the All Fins In tournament. You mentioned the Beast of the East because we brought up Matt Dixon because you and Matt went fishing together for this All Fins In tournament in Pennsylvania. You were talking about the fact that Matt first caught your first fish. I almost said first trout.
Caught the first fish.
First fish being a 2-inch bass.
Two and a half. Don't take it away.
I'll give him the 1/2 inch.
It looked like 6 inches to me.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that story.
And then he also caught a creek chub of some sort.
Yeah, he caught a creek chub.
Probably another 2-inch fish.
Might have been like, I think it was almost 5.
That's a big creek chub.
Yeah, it was not a small one.
Then you caught a trout.
I did. I caught our first trout.
And it didn't count because
But
you
it didn't
lost
count because I didn't get the picture.
Yeah. And then you lost your car keys. You found your car keys.
Not my car keys, but yeah.
Good enough for the story.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So where are we in your story, good sir?
Well, I think we may need to slightly backtrack
Okay.
because I also want to do a product review.
Okay.
So
If you must.
I got up there. My entire life was thrown into chaos because I didn't have my truck. Like I said, loving
Is
girl.
this a Ford product review?
No. I mean, my truck is 400.
The Honda
my truck
product
has
review?
400,000 miles on it. Like at this point, stuff's going to go bad on it.
Like all of it.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, so
We're reviewing her Honda.
no, the chaos is
Shut up.
I transferred all this, as much of the stuff as I could from my truck into my dad's truck and then into the garage and then into Corey's car. And somewhere in all that transferring, I lost my neoprene sock for wet wading.
Yes.
which thankfully I noticed Friday night when I was kind of trying to organize, like if we go trout fishing, it's the left half. I mean, I looked like the homeless gypsy fly fisherman because all my fishing stuff literally took up the entire back of her Honda CRV with the seats folded down. Apparently all that crap actually just fits in my toolbox though. But I tried organizing stuff on Friday and I was like, wait a minute, where the hell's my other neoprene sock? Scavenged the entire car, couldn't find it. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, I can't wet way without neoprene socks, as Sean can testify to.
Oh, you can. It just hurts.
Yeah, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be dumb.
He's already hurt enough.
Well, I did it 2 days, and you only had a 24-hour tournament. You'd have been fine.
Well, I'm, as you like to point out, a bougie bitch.
You are a bougie bitch.
So
Fact.
I decided that, hey, the tournament doesn't meet till like noon, so I'll go ahead and...
Can I pause you right now and tell you why I'm calling you a bougie bitch?
Feel
Cooper,
free.
do you know what he told me today?
We already know why he's a bougie bitch, but no, I don't.
So before you got here, he was looking at a 17-foot jet boat.
Nice.
He's just like, oh my God, there's just not enough room for all my fishing stuff. Like,
How big's the pontoon boat?
bro, how big is the
quarters,
raft?
right?
How big is the raft?
Hold on. How tight is the pontoon boat when we all lay our fishing stuff down on the deck?
When there is 3 of us, usually a dog, unfortunately not anymore, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I only have like 2 bags
Cooper.
of stuff.
His
and then
primary
Matt has
fishing
several.
vessel is a 8-foot raft.
It's not 8 foot. It's,
It's
14.
9 feet. Oh, it's
14, 6.
Is it 14? It's not 14.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Oh, it is?
100%.
Okay. Well, it seats 3.
It does.
A 17-foot jet boat has plenty of storage for whatever you're fishing.
I think what you're missing is you don't want anything up on the casting decks because then your fly line gets hung up on
I completely
it.
got that.
Agreed. Also, this goes back to the old story of, and this, we never did it. Well, I shouldn't say we. Ross never did it. Was going through all of your stuff and organizing it better so you would have more space for things and less.
This is a moot argument
stuff.
because Ross never did it.
That's my point. So he may or may not have more stuff than he needs.
So I told Matt he needed to upgrade to a 21-foot boat. That way he'd have plenty of room for his fishing stuff. And then we quickly realized that he has so much fishing stuff, he'd need at least a 33-foot jet boat.
Might as well get a yacht.
He might as well just...
They don't make jet boats that
I
big.
heard the
before-
Queen Mary is for sale.
Before he makes
Maybe
me,
there'll be enough cargo
before he
space
makes
on
me
there.
sound like a total asshole, I was talking about buying a tiller jet, a.k.a. like a 17-foot jet where literally you run a tiller motor. Way more cargo space in the middle.
Yeah, but then you'd have
talking
the
about-
tiller
I was
wrapped up
talking about
wrapping up your line.
downgrading, and then he's talking about freaking putting me in the Queen Mary.
Yeah.
So he's slightly exaggerating. I was talking
the
about
center console. It takes up so much space.
it actually does.
You are so bougie.
I'm just saying, I was trying to downgrade both.
So how much was the 17-foot that you were looking
It
at?
was like 33.
Yeah, no big deal for you. How much was the 33?
Oh, I was just
They don't
making
even,
that
they don't
number.
even-
I don't even know if they make them that
I don't think they do. Not a jet.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah, I think
for Matt.
I think the big
Special order.
fuck off. Anyway, can I get back to my product
Yes,
review?
please get back to your product review that we don't know what the product is yet.
I know because
A 17-foot jet boat. There's not enough cargo space. He would have to consolidate from 13 Yeti boxes down to 12,
Oh,
and that's just
no.
untenable. He
Unacceptable.
will not do it.
Nope.
He needs 13 Yeti boxes full of fishing gear every time he goes.
Yeah, he needs every single spool.
I just want to point out that the one Yeti box, yes, it is a colossal waste of space until the moment you need it. And then it's like,
Which one?
oh, thank God, the one that goes under the rower seat with all the patch kits and emergency pumps and everything.
Well, you
else.
wouldn't need that on a boat.
Yeah, if
You
you
need that
if you
for the
puncture
raft.
the hull, you ain't going anywhere. Bro.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying, like, we're making
That boat
fun.
is at its final resting
I'm
place.
just saying we're making fun of me for all the Yeti boxes, but the one is literally the emergency box because we fish in a raft. So I don't want hate on that one because that one is, yeah, we don't need it generally, but the day we do need it, it'll be very useful.
Sure,
Continue
sure.
with your product review.
Right. So anyway, I realized that I forgot my neoprene sock. So I was like, oh, cool. I'll just go pick up one in the morning before the tournament because we're meeting in State College anyway, and the 2 local fly shops are in State College. So I went to Precision Fly and Tackle.
Okay. I've never been there.
No, but we mentioned them a couple weeks ago.
Maybe I have.
They have a no, you haven't.
Once. Okay, I believe you.
No, because you haven't been up there since they opened.
I believe you.
So went there. Very nice shop. Unfortunately, they were sold out of neoprene wading socks.
course.
But yeah, they have a very nice selection. They have Orvis stuff, and then they also had like a lot of, we'll say, less commonly found brands in fly shops, like Squala or whatever the hell it's called. I'm sure you've seen their ads on your
Probably.
social media. So they had like their stuff too. So I mean, it was a very nice shop. They just didn't have what I needed, so I ended up having to go down to TCO, which we're also the host of the All Fins In. And ended up buying the Sims Flyweight neoprene wading sock.
Okay.
And I'm not going to lie, little difficult to get on.
Don't have to lie.
Little difficult to get on, but a far superior wading sock to the Orvis neoprene sock.
Oh.
And you gave me Orvis's?
Yeah, you're getting my hand-me-downs, bud.
I also have a pair of his hand-me-down neoprene socks.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosy.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Poor people also can.
I mean, that's pretty much what beggars are.
Nah. Well, in the old days, yes.
But they're actually kind of different versus like the Orvis ones that I just apparently gave both of you.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a sock, and then like the top half of the sock folds down as a gravel guard.
Okay.
So these Sims Flyweights are like a sock, like you're used to with the Orvis, except for they have a built-in gravel guard on the sock.
Oh.
So the sock goes, it's like a half up the calf sock, neoprene,
Mm-hmm.
which works out great for me because one of my issues is I have tiny, skinny little chicken ankles.
You do.
I mean, I have big calves, but tiny. Well, it's a relative
That's
term.
the bitch part, not the bougie.
But I have tiny little chicken ankles, and the Sims went up high enough that the neoprene actually kind of like made it to my calf, so it sealed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't have to fold it down because it has a built-in gravel guard.
Okay.
And they worked phenomenally. My only complaint is they're a lot harder to get on because the Orvis, you basically, to get your foot in the sock, you have to like displace the gravel guard bit, which is twice as much neoprene to push out of the way.
Okay.
So they're very tight fitting. That's my only complaint is they're tight fitting, but they
superior to the Orvis's, though.
yes.
I would probably say that I would like that better because I think the Orvis ones, and maybe I just have the wrong size because they were yours. The sock is very loose.
Yes.
It's just there to protect my foot from the boot, basically.
Yeah.
It's not on my foot like a regular sock.
Well, I mean, that's the way neoprene, like at least with wetsuits normally work, is wetsuits work trapping water against your body, and your body warms up the water, and then it insulates you. And that's always been my complaint with the Orvis neoprene sock was basically it's so loose, it's just a constant change of water, so it never gets warm in there. It's like, cool, I'm not getting chafed by my boot, but I'm also constantly feeling stream temperature water.
To be completely honest, or should I say to be fair,
To be fair,
I actually don't care. Like, here's my thing. If I'm wet wading, I anticipate the water to be warm enough anyway to wet wade. So
It's a bold
the
statement.
neoprene, with what you're saying, with it's supposed to heat the water because it's close to your body heat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's irrelevant
yeah, I'm with you.
because if I'm wet wading, it better be warm enough anyway.
So I fish quite a bit more than you.
Yeah.
And I tend to fish on average or more frequently in colder temperatures than you.
Okay.
So like if you're wet waiting a 50-degree day, it's
Don't.
Yeah, don't wet wait.
well,
on a
but
50
I
degree.
am comfortable.
Problem solved.
I am comfortable doing
Do you go
that,
ice fishing
except
while
for
wet
my
wading?
toes.
I'm just saying, if it's cold enough that you could just wear waders, just
Wear
wear
waders.
waders.
Well, that's fair, but that's my only complaint about the Orvis is I never like the water's constantly cycling through there, so that my toes get a little chilly. in there.
I would probably wet wade a lot more if my neoprene socks fit better.
Well,
So
just
I
literally what I'm
might have
talking
to
about.
look into these Sims ones. So
Yeah,
thank you.
and they're very nice. I'll show them to you after the show here. They're
Cool.
very nice.
You want to show us your other product
Well,
after Sean's comment?
Well, I had a product question, but
Carry on.
I'll save it. Well, no, after I came out of the stream today, I realized I was drying off my my boots, and I realized I had snapped off a couple of my spikes. So I have those Orvis wader boots, and I was wondering, do I have to go to Orvis for spikes?
Oh, no.
I mean, I would recommend them because they are the best spikes.
Okay.
They do last the longest.
I don't fish very often. I've
They're-
already snapped off a couple. So
They're also the grippiest.
okay, I will say compared to the last time I went fly fishing in my flats boots to these, I didn't fall once.
Yeah,
And
no,
I fell lots of times in flats boots.
Yeah, no, the Orvis spikes are the grippiest of the spikes.
All right, I'm gonna have to look into grabbing a new set of those.
Yeah. Highly recommend. For our listeners, highly caution when you're wearing the Orvis spikes. Do be careful not to accidentally kick your waders because they will slice right through your waders.
Yep.
Because they are serious.
Yeah, I actually been looking into waders again. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on getting a new pair for next year.
Oh, what are you looking
this
at?
Late winter. Either Orvis or Sims. I haven't really.
Okay.
Whatever's cheaper, probably Orvis. They are cheaper. They have a cheaper option.
Better warranty though.
Yeah,
You can just take it to a store.
So a lot of
waders are different than boots.
Yeah, waders don't have the same warranty as other things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I stand corrected as the novice.
Like
'Cause
I wouldn't have to if my seams weren't constantly leaking. Like my waders are just old.
I mean, do you want to like coat them totally in Aqua Seal?
No, because then I won't be able to move.
No, Aqua Seal's flexible.
Not if I coat the whole thing in them.
Well, I'm not talking about the whole thing, just your seams. Okay,
want-
fine.
What's
fine,
that
fine.
spray rubber they made a boat out of?
Flex Seal.
Flex Seal.
That'd be a funny video.
For content reasons, I think I will do this.
I strangely, I actually just bought, I think, a quart of Flex Seal. So,
The paint one?
I see a
The paint
YouTube
one.
video in the making.
well, because my thing is like I'm tired of putting Aqua Seal and all the other like patch of tape on it. I was basically like, if I get this thing down to pinhole leaks, I may just paint the raft with like the Flex Seal paint because that's the only one that'll bond to PVC.
That would be cool, but you'd never be able to deflate it
I'm okay with
because
it.
it would just stay in place.
I'm okay with that. Well, I mean, like, I don't break it down. Like, literally, I stopped breaking it down, I think, after 1 month of ownership because it was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt, yeah.
Well, if you do put all that on there and try and like make it just solid Flex Seal, it might actually create a layer of armor per se. It'll never go flat.
Yeah,
or it'll just take the shape of it, and then you'll have a whole new raft just
made of
it's
Flex Seal.
Seal.
Yeah, that was my thinking, but my latest attempts at patching worked out well. So
Go to your product that you brought down, sir.
okay, so apparently since the last time we had a podcast, I went ahead and bought a Turtlebox Ranger.
Tell the people why,
Is that a speaker?
It is a speaker.
because I don't know why you bought it.
It didn't come with this.
I thought it was a thermocell for a minute.
No,
That would
it
be an
didn't-
awesome thermocell.
Didn't come with that.
Huge.
I had been like interested in Turtlebox for the past couple years. Not 100% sure why. Maybe it's just the next cool thing I need to own.
They've been around a while.
They have, but in like basically the last few fishing tournaments I've went and done, basically I put all my money in to win a Turtlebox because I already have everything else.
Yeah. Well, usually those turtle boxes came with a different thing as well.
Yeah, but and then I was kind of like, well, I kind of want one, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll buy one. And it's like, holy crap! Like when I first started looking at them, they were $300. Now they're $450 or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
like, inflation's a bitch.
Yeah.
But in the interim, they came out with this thing called a Turtlebox Ranger, and it was $250. And I'm like, well, you know what? That's reasonable. It's a turtle box still, you know. Maybe I'll buy that, give it a whirl, and if I really like it, maybe I'll buy the full blown one.
Sean, what is your question? He raised his hand.
What do you need a speaker for while fishing?
Well,
People do listen to music while they fish.
yeah,
I would say that goes against most of the culture of the fly fishing.
Yes, I would think so.
well,
too.
mine was multi-purpose because I've spent a lot.
Are you now that guy on a boat blaring music while you
I've
fish?
spent a lot of time working on my truck this year, so I thought like an outdoor speaker would be
So
good.
this
for
is not a
working.
fishing product. Okay.
Well, no, it's waterproof, crush-proof, dust-proof, blah 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 proof.
Blah blah proof. Yes.
Yeah, it's blah blah proof. It's like,
the good stuff.
but so I kind of wanted one for a while because like I like having an outdoor speaker when I'm doing outside stuff. So
For all the music he listens to.
And you're,
I actually listen to music when I'm working outside.
I mean,
When I'm driving, podcasts,
He
working
had
outside,
us-
I like music.
when we did the roof, he had his DeWalt
Yes.
music box going. And
He played EDM just to keep us awake.
that and
that's
what's
true.
it? Guardians of the Galaxy
Yep,
soundtrack.
love that
Yeah,
soundtrack.
that's a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
It is a great soundtrack. Well, the problem I have is my DeWalt's up at camp. I don't have anything here, so I bought a speaker for here. So
Okay.
I bought this thing.
Bougie.
It's the same as every other turtle box, except this one doesn't float. So if this one drops in,
Very helpful for you, the avid fisherman.
Well, that's why I added.
Don't bring it with you.
That's why.
Correct.
That's why I added the giant carabiner.
The locking carabiner, too.
Or don't bring it with you.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
actually
foresee
did take it fishing.
What?
2 weeks ago, I took it fishing. Pete and I went fishing for musky.
Yeah, that'll help.
I think I mentioned that we had 25 follows.
That counts.
Didn't get any, but
And now you know why I didn't land one.
I don't think that's why. But I took that and we listened. I was jamming classical music.
Musky known to like classical music.
I think everybody secretly loves classical music. Is my theory.
Oh, okay.
But So anyway, took it fishing. Worked great for those purposes. It has magnets on the backside.
The magnets look heavy duty, I will admit.
It sticks like to my
Truck?
rolling toolbox.
You should have just played the strong bat on it, and the fish would have just jumped in the boat.
That's actually a really good point because we always have success after we play strong bad.
Come on and get in the boat, fishies. Come on and get in the boat, fish.
Yes, it's a good one.
We play that ice fishing all the time.
Always.
Yeah. So
And
anyway,
you're more successful, aren't you?
I have something to comment about ice fishing when you're done.
okay. So anyway, I bought this thing, and in typical Matt fashion, I actually really like the speaker. I think it's well worth the $250. I need to get more use out of it, but I think it's well worth the $250. In typical Matt fashion, though, Turtlebox, like my only gripe about the speaker was it doesn't float because all the other Turtlebox speakers float.
Yeah.
Literally 1 week after I buy that speaker, Turtlebox comes out with a mini version for $300 that floats.
Oh.
So in typical Matt fashion, the thing I actually want comes out a week after I buy the other thing.
Can you just return that one and get the one you want?
Nah, I'm a little committed. I also like that one, so
That'll be his car maintenance.
and then I'll buy another
Then
one.
he'll buy another one for fishing. That's how
something
you
else.
develop brand.
Have you not?
That is how
met
you
me?
develop brand bouginess.
Have you not met me?
No. Yeah, we have.
Soon he'll have Turtlebox wireless headphones, then the wired headphones. And
Yeah.
They don't make those.
Quick comment about the ice fishing, just because you said it, and this is literally going to be quick.
And this can go
I
ice
saw-
fishing with us now.
Sure. I saw that Stryker has a sale going on. I don't know how long it is, but it was like $250 off of a suit or
Which is-
$500.
that's a
It was
hell
either
of-
$250 or $500
That's a hell of a
off
deal.
of a suit. So if you're interested in continuing to go ice fishing with us whenever you're up north,
you're the second person who's told me about that sale today.
Okay.
The first being him.
Well, it's 'cause he
I
it
sent
to
it
me.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just say I'm retiring in December, and I will be living in Florida.
Yes.
I don't see a heavy
You're gonna
need
come
for-
up
I
here.
don't see. Yeah, but I can just borrow one of his 6 ice suits.
I only have one.
He has one, and he wears it.
What did I wear last time?
My Carhartt bibs.
Sure, I'll wear that.
That's not so. These ice fishing suits, if you fall through the ice, you float.
So
It's
a life jacket
I just plan
built in.
ahead to not fall through the ice.
Yeah.
That's a good
Turns
theory.
out, doesn't work. Happened to me.
Says the guy that fell through the ice.
Yeah. It was just one leg, though. I got lucky. Anyway, so,
Unlucky.
Matt,
Yes, sir.
can we get back to the all fins in,
Yes, we can.
for God's sakes?
So yeah, bought my Sims Fly White neoprene wading socks. So that therefore I was covered when we went trout fishing.
Here we
so
go.
I think we left off that I had a terrible time
Yep.
with taking photos.
Yep.
I caught nothing but 12 to 18-inch rainbow trout. Whole time we're out there, Dixon's, I got another weird creek chub size thing. Cool, more points for us. I'm like, man, this dude's literally, I'm an embarrassment. I haven't put any points on the board yet. He's catching all the fish, all the random species, creek chub, minnow, whatever, and the tiny smallmouth bass. And then, while I lost my under 12, he caught an under 12, so he got the points for that.
Nice.
So he literally has all our points. And I'm literally fishing, and all I'm catching is under 12 rainbow trout.
Mm-hmm.
No points for us because he's already ticked the box.
Yeah, don't need that anymore.
Yeah, keep going. There's freaking, I can see a big palomino, can't catch the goddamn thing. So I kind of follow him up. I'm catching nothing but under 12-inch rainbow trout.
Mm-hmm.
Catch a creek chub. We already have that. Damn it. So eventually, we go up and we're kind of getting close to I think we're going to call it whatever. So he's like, I know there's one more hole down here. Let's go try that. So we go down and try that. And we mentioned earlier about the exaggeration of size.
Always.
I switched. Yeah, always. We're fishermen. That's what we do. I switched over, instead of nymphing, I switched over to a woolly bugger.
Okay.
Figuring
streamer.
okay, he caught a smallmouth bass. Maybe I can get a bigger bass to take my woolly bugger, etc.
Smallmouth bass.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. So I'm like fishing this woolly bugger, and I think I tried a clouser. Nothing on the clouser. Went to the black woolly bugger. Finally, like fishing, nothing. I'm like, what the hell? I'm at the end of the run, casting up, like 60 degrees upstream, stripping it down through the current. Because it's actually a really hard run to fish where we were.
Okay.
Because the current is on the far bank.
Okay.
And then like the inside's dead water.
So it's faster on the outside.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But basically you run into the problem. If you cast your fly goes, but your line's stuck in the dead water. So you get a shit
Got to
grip.
mend down.
You can't, it's so slow you can't even mend down.
Oh,
enough.
wow. Okay.
So I'm basically like, yeah, this whole nymphing thing's not working. I'm going to switch over to streamers. So I'm fishing this black woolly bugger and stripping. And, like the musky instinct says, pull the leader up in. And yeah, it's stupid for trout fishing.
Yes.
So, then you convert to the, the leader's about to hit the tip of the rod, start jerking the rod down to continue fishing the whole run. Well, like literally, like I'm at like the end of this run/pull thing, and I'm doing that, and I get to the rod tip, and I'm just like, doing a little tick, 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 with the woolly bugger, and then all of a sudden I see a giant freaking trout following it.
Cool.
I'm like, holy shit! I felt like I was musky fishing because I like this follow. It's like, I do the tick, it speeds up a little bit.
Well, if you were musky fishing, you would have missed this fish.
Absolutely.
So,
I will say,
did you miss that fish?
No.
Okay.
No. So I ended up, it ended up being I hooked this fish, big rainbow, hook it. And I'm like, I'm kind of excited because A, it's a big rainbow, and B, I'm finally on the fucking board.
Yeah, that's important.
So I'm like, fish always look bigger in the water than they are out of land.
Usually.
So I'm like, holy shit, I just caught like a 24-inch rainbow. It was not.
Was it under 12?
No. So I end up freaking netting this thing, and thank God I have the net I have. I think it's the El Jefe from Fish Pond, because
you have a couple.
Well, I have a couple, but thank God I had the El Jefe, because most of the time I'm bank fishing and then essentially reaching in, because my knees are garbage right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, please do not let me lose this fish. So I'm trying to fight it, and finally got in the net. I'm all excited, I got our big fish, whatever. I think it's 24 inches. And then I get over there and roll out the tape measure, and I'm I try and get the fish out and get the fish out. I'm like, all right, it's not 24 inches. And literally the fish starts flopping. And so I'm literally standing in the creek. The fish is on the bank. The fish is flopping around. I'm fighting it, trying to take the picture. Thank God Dixon heard me yelling, because he came running. So he ended up taking the picture for me. But I literally almost lost his fish, because I ended up catching it at one point as a catcher. Okay. I'm in the creek kneeling as a catcher, scooping it as it jumps off the shore or the bank into my hands. I'm like, oh shit, and I put it back, and it immediately does it again. I'm like a raccoon there trying to catch my prey.
Have you by chance thought of I don't know, maybe leaving the hook in?
It unhooked itself in the net.
Boy, you're good at that.
I am amazing at that. It unhooked itself in the net.
I've never seen somebody do that so much.
It's every fish I catch.
Both of my trout this weekend spit the hook.
Yeah, every fish I catch literally unhooks itself in the net.
Crazy.
Barbless?
Yeah. Everything I do, I bend the barb down.
Well, yeah, you at least bend it down, if not.
Yeah. So anyway, Dixon finally gets there. Like I said, meanwhile, I'm trying to wrestle this fish, and I heard Dixon comments. Then I'm sticking the trout in the net, waiting for Dixon to get there, and the trout's going belly up, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. And then I'm holding it in the net upright, and then I hurry up, get the picture, and I'm like, all right, we got the big rainbow. He's like, yeah, okay, we're cool, we're done here. It ended up being, per our measurement, 18.5 inches.
Okay.
But I think we fucked up the tape. I think it was 19.
That's fine.
Well, it comes out.
I'm sure it was okay. It was probably the same points either way.
It comes back later, though. That's why it's important. So,
okay.
So I'm start walking, and then after the whole losing the key thing, I start doing do I have everything? And I'm like, fuck, where's my phone?
Jeez Louise.
Left it on the bank?
I couldn't find. I'd be like, oh, I left it on the bank somewhere. I couldn't freaking find it. And thank God I have the Garmin watch where I can set the Find My Phone feature off, and my phone started. So I found it, and hilariously, apparently, I accidentally hit video trying to wrestle this trout. So I have an actual video like of my phone filming me through the grass trying to wrestle the trout.
All right. You and this phone.
That needs to go on Instagram.
Yes, I agree. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's literally because somehow the phone fell pointing.
No matter how bad you feel about yourself as a fisherman, this guy has a fishing podcast.
Now, granted, we only have like 120 something followers, but still on the YouTube at least.
Mike gets 130.
Yeah. So here's my question to you.
Yeah.
As a person that normally uses a GoPro,
Yes.
did it ever just, I don't know, did you ever think about maybe just using your GoPro and taking a quick video?
Taking a still or something?
And pulling a still out of the GoPro?
Yeah.
That would probably be the smarter way to do things, except as you pointed out earlier tonight.
And we don't do smart things
my
here.
GoPro is still in studio and didn't go anywhere.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Well, dude, I'm telling you.
It probably would have been better that way.
I'm telling you, when I don't
You wouldn't have lost the first one.
when I don't have my truck, it's like my entire world falls apart as soon as I don't have my vehicle.
I'm sure you're not the only one that feels that way.
I'm 100% sure I'm probably not, but literally like my brain stops functioning. I don't know how to pack. I just turn into an idiot if I don't have my truck. Because it's like I have this in my truck. I don't need to worry about that. This is what I need to throw it. Like everything's like planned and organized. Oh, I need the GoPro. But like as soon as I don't have my truck, it's basically just chaos in the back of the car.
He didn't have his spot in the truck for his GoPro Yeti box. And
Yes, he does have that.
Yep.
It's right there. Actually, it's right there.
That's what I'm saying is my entire life when I don't have my vehicle turns into absolute and complete chaos. But the moral of the story is my 18.5-inch rainbow got me on our scoreboard.
Nice.
That was my first fish.
18 and above?
Yep.
Nice.
That was my first fish for Team Musky.
So did you guys go elsewhere after that?
So we decided that we should go to Foster Joseph Sayers Reservoir.
It's a very commonplace.
Yeah, Bald Eagle State Park.
Don't have to hit the quack sound.
Yeah, whatever.
Very, very common.
So basically, where we went trout fishing was not too far from Dixon's house. So Dixon went home to get his boat.
Nice.
And he said, hey, I'll meet you at the reservoir. Go see if you can punch out a couple of the other species.
Makes sense.
So went to the reservoir, and literally as soon as I pulled in the parking lot, there's like another team that we were friendly with, like setting up, rigging up, getting ready to go.
Oh, and since you didn't have your truck, you forgot your gun, so you couldn't scare them off.
Exactly.
I got it.
Exactly.
I'm on board with it.
No, they're very nice people. So
of course they were.
I ended up fishing, and they kind of went where I was planning to go, so I kind of made it work. And I don't think they had any rules like we did, or like the Beast has for like you can't fish within 100 yards of another person. But literally second cast in the reservoir, I caught a nice largemouth. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up catching, after I caught the largemouth, I was like, okay, well, maybe see if I can bang out some of these panfish. I ended up catching a pumpkin seed.
What do you use for panfish?
So
on a fly, besides bread?
Typically what I use, well, I mean, if you're using bread, it's not really a fly. Unless you're
Just
talking
a
about a
hook.
bread fly.
Yeah, bread fly.
Oh, okay. So typically what I use is the teeny tiny poppers.
Okay.
Or I'll use like a trout nymph under a strike indicator.
Okay.
Because you've actually fished that way with me in the lake before.
Only reason I would ever fish that way is because we were so skunked throughout the day that I'm like, I have to catch anything right now to make my day not suck so bad.
Yeah. So that's typically what I do is I throw like either that tiny little popper. I mean, I also have like tiny little like mini clousers that are like, like 1 inch long.
Yeah, bread flies are the way to go.
But I also use trout nymphs under a strike indicator.
Yeah. How far off? Like an inch, 2 inch?
It depends on
a pheasant tail or a hare's ear?
Usually I use a pheasant tail. That's like my go-to for everything. Depends on the depth of the water, but like where I was fishing at the reservoir, I probably would have set the strike indicator 3 or 4 feet up.
Oh, feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Because a bread nymph.
That's a dry fly. A bread fly. That's
a bread fly. They float.
Yeah, so that's your dry fly fishing. It's like fishing a popper.
Yeah.
And then I caught a pumpkin seed, and then Dixon showed up, and then we launched his boat, and we went downstream, down reservoir, basically trying to punch out like the larger size largemouth bass, because like the one I caught, I think was like 14 and a half, which was just under the 15. We ended up we both caught a bunch of under 15 bass.
Okay.
And then he ended up catching a crappie.
Or crappie.
Crappie, however you pronounce it. And then, so basically that we got that, and then it was kind of like, all right, I'm ready to go musky fishing.
So you were over it after a while.
And while we went, so the funny part is
You gave up, basically.
we didn't give up, but like
No, you.
we have the beautiful camp on Fishing Creek.
Yeah.
We didn't fish behind there at all,
That's,
even though it's chock full of brown trout.
well, yeah, that was a mistake, probably.
Well, it's like I think I said earlier. Basically, once we picked up the musky rods, we kind of ceded winning.
Okay.
I guess is the way to put it, because
I don't know if you'd have pulled in a 50-inch muskie.
well, I mean, we could have freaking banged out the same number of points on brown trout with higher probability.
Yeah, touche.
So it's kind of
I actually like that strategy,
day.
and that's why I'm more interested in potentially doing this tournament in the future, is because it's not based solely on species that are already larger in size.
Yeah.
It's based on all the different types of species
Yeah.
that you could potentially catch, and then a size.
yeah. So basically, when we left the lake, it was kind of like, hey, we're gonna go fish the river. You know, like we don't really need two vehicles. Our camp was on the way, so like I dropped Corey's car off, grabbed my musky stuff, which I already had in the boat anyway. So, and then we moved on to the river.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in the third segment.
All right. Sounds good. And then we have a couple things to talk about. Other than this tournament you and Matt Dixon did, we also have an event that is near and dear to our hearts.
Absolutely.
This weekend, we have our Meetapalooza this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's actually going to talk when we get to that segment. So
We'll see you guys in a few.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Dangerous Fly Fishing, episode 83. I'm Chris Cooper. That's Jim Carney. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thanks.
Gonna stay awake in this segment?
I'm going to do my best.
Shots fired.
Also, we have Matt Carney and Sean Carney. How are you, sirs?
I'm doing great, but I think instead of the guitar riff, we need a banjo riff.
That was free. I don't want to pay somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably call the same guy.
I'll bet he banjos,
Does he play the banjo?
I think he has one.
Oh,
but
well,
making improvements.
is it an improvement, or does it just make it seem more hillbillyish?
Either that, maybe some fiddle. I don't know.
We are the most bougie hillbillies I've ever seen.
That's the thing, is if this is going to be a Pennsylvania fly fishing podcast, it should probably have some Pennsylvania, fiddle or banjo in it.
I mean, I only know a guy that plays the bagpipes.
That'd be cool too, man.
That would be a cool one.
All right, I'll reach out to him.
I'm saying.
I extended the invite for Meetapalooza.
Here
so
comes
maybe
a
we can discuss
segue.
him
Yes, there. Is
To the
he
bagpipe
is he,
guy?
Yeah, is he coming?
Wait.
I haven't
Wait.
heard back.
Wait, what's Meetapalooza?
Yeah, Cooper, what's
weird.
Meetapalooza?
So at the end of the last segment there, I mentioned we were going to bring up Meetapalooza. This is an event we've been doing for how many years now, Matt?
5?
6?
No.
7?
Oh, I didn't go to the first couple.
What year did Mom die?
2021.
21.
So this will be year 5.
There you
go. Okay.
go. I actually think Tammy Cherichetti corrected us in the past on our count of Meetapaloozas, because I think your mom was still alive the year we did the
No,
first
she
one.
died right before it.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking.
I
when
thought it
she
was the
passed
year
away.
before
No,
she died.
She passed away the year of the first Meetapalooza. She passed away, I think, at the end of June, and we had it
End of
August.
July.
End of July.
And we had it in August.
Yeah. Because
So-
I was on vacation when she passed.
Yeah.
Came back, Meetapalooza. But anyway, so Meetapalooza, a big event that we've been doing for possibly 5 years. We don't actually know the number.
5 years.
I don't believe you. But so we basically have a large gathering of friends,
Family.
some family, and all go up to camp, you guys' camp, and we cook and or smoke
Copious amounts of meat.
a lot a lot of different types of meats, and drink a lot of beer. Have a pickleball tournament.
Yeah, Tim's going to be trying to swap in cricket, I think, this year for pickleball.
Oh, yeah, because we definitely have the room for that.
Well, I think his theory was, neither you or I have the knees for pickleball, but we can do cricket. And I'm like, no, we're doing pickleball.
Well, considering I am the reigning champion of the pickleball, I'd say nay.
Well,
This is just Tim being a sore loser.
I think
I
you and I win, Matt?
that was you and Ross.
Cricket bat,
That
like
makes
you hit it like a baseball, so it goes like a long way. I don't know how we're going to do that at camp.
You'd have to use a wiffle ball.
I think the kit he was buying comes with a tennis ball, but it doesn't solve any of the problems.
That would go far.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the lack of 2 feet in length in the court
Yeah.
at camp
Yeah.
really affects my pickleball play because I'm
that's
I'm a
the
deep
problem.
hitter.
But it
Yeah,
also helps
totally.
because you don't have to move as far.
True, but I'm a deep hitter, and
You just don't do that.
I know, but I can't.
Problem solved.
Yeah, I'm
I'm a problem solver, buddy.
I'm an automaton. I just do the same thing over and over and over, and it either works or it doesn't. The problem is when I play pickleball on an actual pickleball court, it generally works pretty well. But when you put me on a shorter court, I cannot adapt. That's why I'm not a successful pickleball player. Can't adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you lost last year.
I mean, he can't function without his truck. He can't function on
Yeah,
a
that's a
real
good point.
pickleball court.
Cannot adapt.
Yeah, so this will be the 6th Meetapalooza then.
5th.
I still disagree. But anyway, so we'll be up at camp. I think
This weekend.
I'll be up there.
Fifth.
That's this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You will be up there probably Wednesday,
I'll be up
if
there.
not Monday.
I'll be up there either Monday night or Tuesday morning. Basically, as soon as I get my truck back, I'm going to camp.
And then Sean, you'll be with him, I assume.
Yeah.
And then your family's coming in.
Kate and the kids fly in tomorrow.
Nice.
And then we're going to stay here tomorrow night and then probably head up Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
On a fishing note, Breck has expressed a serious interest in going musky fishing.
Okay.
So,
With a fly?
yeah, I mean, that's what.
No.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't have that level of coordination.
No, I don't know if I've told you, but we got a Florida lagoon in our backyard,
Have seen photos.
also known as a retention pond. But Breck, you can catch infinity bluegill down there on just like a little snip of bread.
Yep.
Well, he has started rehooking the bluegill, and he has hauled in some monster bass, and he has got the fishing bug bad.
Yeah.
Good.
So he,
We're going to crush his spirits when he comes up to Pennsylvania.
yeah, I mean, he was talking about, like, I caught the biggest fish ever, and it was like, no, buddy, there's fish here. I pulled up a video of a muskie eating a bass his size, and he was just like, oh, I want to catch one of those.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. But also, he lives near the ocean.
Well,
Correct.
Yeah, but he's 8 years old.
Yeah, he's 8 he's 8 years
Well,
old. I mean, fishing in the backyard is easy.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like Florida people are spoiled with fishing based on my life experiences because, like, he and I went with his Brian.
Yeah, my buddy Brian.
And like we took him out where we always go fishing and had great success. And he was like, I don't even know what to fucking do out here because
He didn't say that.
You know,
he
did.
actually did.
Because he grew up fishing in the Keys
Where
where the
it's-
water's crystal clear. So he's always
sight
sight
fishing.
fishing.
Yeah.
So we went out where it's like murky, where a river comes into, a sound or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? It's like, man, you just throw and then just keep throwing.
it blew his mind. And he literally, we went back to his place for dinner and his dad was there and he was bitching. He's like, yeah, he goes, I don't even know what these freaking guys are doing. And his dad's like, that's fishing, son. You were spoiled. He's
Yeah,
like,
that makes
that's what
sense.
everybody
Like-
else done. They throw out and hope for the best.
He grew up sight fishing for tarpon.
Oh, my word.
So like, it's like, hey, there's a tarpon, I'll throw for it. And like that he would reel in a tarpon.
Oh, my word.
You just see it and then you catch it. Like that was fishing in his mind. And then
Yeah.
we go out there and we're throwing and throwing and throwing and we're pulling in a sea trout or a flounder or something like that.
Yeah.
And
It just blew his mind because he couldn't process the fish are still there, whether you can see them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Imagine if he saw moraine up here.
Oh, that's
Like Arthur.
that's literally what his dad was making fun of him for. Is like, yeah, this is how everybody else fishes. You were spoiled,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's what his dad was like. This is how everybody else fishes. Like you find things where you think fish are, and you hope for the best.
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy.
yeah. So
I mean,
we're-
it's a crazy concept to even think about because you don't think about it that way being from where we are from. You just think about I'm going fishing. You don't think about I'm going fishing in crystal clear water. So that's weird to even fathom.
Yeah, because it's pretty much only like the dead nuts of summer where we get crystal clear water.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's still not that level of clear.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, like you don't actually see the fish until you're
We
literally
just
on
have
top
adapted
of
eyes.
it. Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of it was kind of different because all he did like the entire. I think we went for like 3 or 4 hours, and all he did was complain the entire time. Like, what are you guys doing? This is stupid. I don't understand why we're doing this.
You know, it was funny because that was the weekend, or you were in town, and then you ended up going by yourself when I had to go to work, and then you caught like 50 some trout and saw a topless girl.
Oh, she was naked.
Oh, naked or whatever. And then he was like, what the heck are you talking about? And there's no way you caught 50 and saw a naked girl. I was like, yep, I really did.
That's a great day.
I actually caught so many fish. See, I caught 50 sea trout.
Okay.
I caught so many fish, I got tired of fishing for sea trout. I mean, I also wore like a 1/4-inch deep groove through my middle finger from stripping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were using the
textured floating line. And I literally caught so many fish that I literally was like, okay, I need to do something different. So I like tried going up one of the creeks to try and like target flounder or something because it was like I was just doing too much fishing. I wore a hole through my finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told him, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm like, you missed it. Like I literally hit the beach. There was a naked chick. He's like, yeah, bullshit unless there's pictures. Like texting me while I'm walking. I'm like, okay, fine. I turn around, like click. I'm like, here you go, buddy. Here's a naked chick.
That's cool. Was that the one that was shooting like a photo shoot?
Yeah, she was doing like she was doing a professional photo. I assume a tasteful nude photo shoot with a professional photographer. And I actually talked to them. I was like, hey, I'm like, you do you, but just so you know, there's a family about 100 yards behind me with small kids. And they're like, oh my god, thank you so much, because like I went out at like dawn.
What time is dawn?
I think it was like 6 a.m.
Sunrise.
It was.
Say that.
I think it was around 6 a.m. at that point. But yeah, I mean, the hard part fishing saltwater is like you also have to time like you're fishing with the tides.
Yeah.
That's like
Okay.
I
know what tides
and
are.
when dawn and high tide meet. I don't know.
Godzilla.
good things happen. But no, like you literally like want to fish the like the tides are like a parabolic graph. So you want to.
I know what tides are.
Well, you want to fish it on the upswing through the top and then down to the bottom.
Okay. Well, you're telling the people. That's fine. I accept it.
It's a sine, yeah.
Not parabolic.
Well, I mean,
Sinusoidal.
Technically, it's parabolic, but yeah, it's a sine graph. Sorry, we're getting.
We'll see. It continues. Therefore, it's a sine wave.
Yeah.
Parabola is a
Right.
U. Inverted or regular.
Because it stops.
Yeah, but because it continues, it makes it a sine wave instead of parabolic. Sine wave is a bunch of parabolic waves and whatever.
All
And
right,
that's done with the
smart
math
people.
section of the day.
So, Jim, I actually wanted to get your take on Meetapalooza.
Well, I'm not a beer drinker,
That's fine.
I feel like he secretly.
We'll
hates
give you
it.
gin.
There's gin and tonic
likes
up
gin.
there.
but yes, Karen Shiny makes a great gin tonic.
Yes, she does.
But as a dialysis patient, I'm not supposed to drink much at all. Booze, coffee, anything, and I go overboard on the coffee for sure.
For sure.
And but I think it's a great gathering.
Yes.
Of people. The camp doesn't sleep many, never was designed to sleep very many.
We were having a family argument over that yesterday.
Yeah. And but I'm glad people come together, and I'm glad people come up, like to fish, things like that.
Is this a bad time to talk about the proposed 2,000 feet expansion of camp?
Well, you can't do it anyway.
It's a joke. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, because you can't
We're
do it.
building
there.
sheds.
And I don't like that idea. I'll just put that out there right now. For the one weekend a year, I just don't put that out there. So
Well, in fairness, if you put them out there, then you may entice your children with families to
If you build it, they will
come stay in the sheds.
If you,
yeah,
I mean,
I hear bitching already about
mean-
not having a room.
I mean,
now
Dad,
you're going to put
Dad,
them
we're,
up in a shed.
we're 3 years into Airbnbs, and they keep getting worse up there. So
Yeah, you're literally proving the point of I hear people bitching about how there's not enough room. That's what the problem the sheds solve. And I'm using sheds in air quotes.
Well, we'll
you've
hang
never
up.
liked any improvement on camp, including the back deck where you enjoy sitting.
Oh, no, I didn't mind a deck. I talked about a deck long before.
I think you're going with revisionist history.
Correct.
I don't think so.
You have
I'm
opposed every single
I'm
improvement
also
made to camp.
pretty sure the entire remodel of camp you were wholly opposed to until I literally
that
said,
was
Dad.
wrong too. I thought
I literally
two
said, Dad, the
bathrooms.
toilet is falling through the floor. We need to fix this.
Yeah, I thought the 2 bathrooms was a good idea.
Revisionist history.
Very much revisionist history, Pop. And
Yeah.
I love you on Father's Day, but this is very much revisionist on your part.
No.
You have opposed every change that has ever happened to your rustic fishing camp. Your austere fishing
Yeah,
camp.
there you go. Yeah.
Fancy vocabulary.
And it has, Matt and his friends made it wonderful, and it has turned into a wonderful family gathering, hosting Meetapalooza, which we all look forward to.
Well, we don't have that big a family. Most of the people
I
up
feel
there are
like-
friends.
I feel like Sean pointed out, though.
You got
for
4
instance,
grandkids who are up there now.
Thank you to Chris Cooper for your efforts in remodeling camp.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you to Nick Amin
Yes.
for his efforts in remodeling camp.
Yeah.
I would thank Ross, but his contributions were paid.
He's helped.
No, he has helped a lot,
Yeah.
but the majority, the bulk of Ross's
I
efforts
think we've
were
paid the people back that have helped us.
I get to come up and hang out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so
And
too.
Fish and
I get
No,
to
I
come
mean, like-
fish. Yeah.
Ross was legitimately paid.
Oh yeah, that was
Ross
an
was
insurance
paid
claim.
money.
yeah. Well,
For the roof, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an insurance claim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well, I'm
anyway.
just saying, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Cooper specifically, and also Nick Amin for their efforts in remodeling.
And I thank him very much. And we do offer them the opportunity to fish.
He hates everything you've done. It
No,
was supposed to be
not-
an austere, no shower
No.
man camp.
No.
I will say I didn't help with the bathrooms, so not my fault.
What's wrong with the bathrooms?
Nothing.
Nice.
You let Tim do the caulking around the showers. That's about it.
And I think they painted a lot of it too. But
Yeah.
It's still very much a work in progress.
I will
by the
take
way.
the blame that I messed up on the hall bathroom vanity. That's on me.
Well.
Nobody, I think, notices, but I notice. You can't open the drawers the whole way because it hit the door casing for the
Yeah,
utility.
Yep.
I have noticed that.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Yeah. No, I helped. I painted a lot, and I also helped with the entire floor.
Oh, you did get paid to paint, though.
That's because I was very, very poor and laid off.
unemployed.
And laid off at the same time.
And I hired you, and I think we did more drinking than you painted.
That was the weekend of the
Scottish chick.
yes, same night as the disappearing Cooper.
Yes, that still boggles the mind.
Oh, what now?
Well, as you're aware, we have
Story as old as time.
as you're aware, we have the ring cameras at camp.
Yeah.
Well, the ring cameras captured drunken Matt coming home, but they
Tell him what you did. Tell him what you did.
I fell down the stairs back into the truck at one point.
Backing up your truck?
No, I fell down the stairs back into my truck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
One set of footprints
one set of footprints.
in the snow.
Only Matt ever shows up in the camera. We don't know where Cooper went. He obviously made it home because he ended up puking in his bed.
I almost died.
I had to go roll him. It was fun.
I'm still here.
But we have no idea how he got into the house. Like, I was like, woke up, I heard him puke in the middle of the night, and I went and rolled him over. But then, like, the next morning, we're like, what the fuck happened? And
We were
literally
very, very drunk.
Yeah, very drunk. And we've reviewed the security footage, and he is nowhere on the footage coming into camp because I never shut Ring off because I was so drunk. So there's me on the front camera and the doorbell camera, but he never makes an appearance ever. But somehow he got in the house. We're still baffled to
The
this
back
day.
door?
There's a camera there, too.
And also, there was no footprints in the snow.
It was only my footprints. Granted, they were slightly stumbly bumbly, but it was only my footprints.
There was two sets of footprints because they were both Matt's. Because he walked
First
forward.
try?
He walked forward.
Second try.
Went up the stairs and then went backwards down the stairs and
I mean,
slammed into the quarter panel.
Maybe it was like that that meme goes around, like, you know, like, oh, I only see one set of footsteps, and, you know, God's like, oh, that's when I was carrying you. Maybe he was secretly riding on my back.
Jesus took the wheel.
You might have princess carried me.
There's no footage of it, but yeah, we
True.
have no idea how. Like, you literally can see me like do the drunk shuffle around everywhere, and
Yeah, because you had to unlock the door as well.
yeah, there's no Cooper. Like, I never shut Ring off, so the cameras were running the whole time. So we had great footage of me.
So camp has proven to be an excellent social avenue for everybody, and we're all really looking forward to socializing some more this coming weekend at Meetapalooza.
Yeah, I wish I could get the missus and our son to come up, but she thinks it's too far, too much. Plus the dog, she just thinks it's too much.
If she'll consider it next year, we can get a much larger Airbnb.
Yeah, nah.
That's like women and children safe.
I don't know. It would be up to her
Because that's kind of what.
because I won't.
That's kind of why we get the Airbnb, because the kids, it keeps them
Yeah.
separate. You know,
because this
So-
year I'm either sleeping in my truck bed or in a tent. So
I'd bring a tent.
I
don't
have both.
I don't actually know who's staying at camp
It just depends.
besides me.
I go up there with a plan, and if
It's-
it gets better, I take it.
I mean, Ross usually stays in a bedroom, and he's
Yes.
MIA right now, so
I'm assuming he'll be up at camp.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Pete,
assumed he'd be here tonight.
Pete comes, but Pete usually always sleeps in his car.
Yeah, he sleeps in his vehicle.
Do you remember T Guns from college? My college?
Say his name,
Trevor.
last name.
Colley.
Sure.
He may be making an appearance this year.
Interesting. Okay.
Coast Guard.
Nice.
But yeah, so I have.
Anytime I was ever with your friends, there was generally a large amount of imbibing.
Yeah, we drank a lot. And you tended to drink a lot when you were with us.
So that's my plan for this year. Is I'm either sleeping in the truck bed because I have a truck cap, and I have an
you
truck.
capped
I have
your
a
truck.
bed. It's not on it right now because I'm in the process of sanding it and painting it. But I'm planning on either bringing that or just a tent, depending on the where I am with the painting. But I have an inflatable, an air mattress in the back of the truck.
I will say
to go into.
I believe it's an improvement to move it from August to July and now into June, because the weather, like it was very wonderful up there this weekend, and I'm hoping this coming weekend will.
Oh, I agree 100%.
July was very, very hot.
Well, I mean, we historically, the past few years, we've been kind of hampered by when people have custody of their children.
No, I mean tracking, but I think moving it forward a month is a good idea. We have a week in July too, but we're doing family up in New York. But,
Perfect.
It's a terrible life decision. Go to camp. It's better.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to touch on about your adventures this week, Matt, on your All Fins or Beast of the East?
So All Fins in, basically Saturday night, Dixon and I decided to pick up the fly rods and go chasing muskie.
Mm-hmm.
We went Saturday night on the Susquehanna.
Okay.
And then we fished some sweet looking musky water, but we didn't move a fish. I had one follow, but basically as soon as I started the figure eight, he just booked.
Yeah.
I will say Dixon missed a smallmouth bass that tried to take his musky fly.
Cool.
So that would have been nice to get
Been
an
there, done
upper
that.
smallmouth bass
Yeah.
target because it was a big smallmouth
You've
bass.
done that.
Yeah. And then, so that basically wrapped up our Saturday. And then we made a plan to meet the next day. And he was kind of like, oh, yeah, you're going to take care of the brown trout. And I fell on that one. I failed on that one because I basically got food. And as soon as I sat down to eat my food, I was basically, done. I was
Long
done.
day. Long day.
Because I was like, oh, yeah, I'll go back to camp and throw mice and whatnot. And yeah, as soon as I ate my food and sat down, I was out.
Yeah.
And then we met, I think, at 6 a.m. to go fish some more for muskie. And we went to my water that I suggested for muskie. And it was actually pretty funny because we floated down like where I usually see a ton of muskie. We didn't see any. And then he showed me some new water where he usually sees muskie. We didn't see any. And it's kind of like, well, it's 9 o'clock or whatever. We're going to be in Bellefonte noon. Like, what do we want to do? And it's like, well, let's motor upstream. We'll hit the top stretch of where I usually see muskie. So we're motoring up. I'm like, I usually see like 2 or 3 muskie over in that hole over there, but I usually go up around it and then drift back in.
Right.
And we started going. He's like, that's not a hole. He's like, that's a freaking puddle. Like, what are you talking about? But sure enough, we didn't see two muskie, and the one was 40-some inches.
Yeah.
But we no dice on that one.
Of course.
Drifted the way back. Those were, I think, at least he got to see muskie. It's always a plus when you see muskie. Follows are better than seeing, and then bites are better than follows. But yeah, basically we like I said, as soon as we picked up the muskie rods, like we kind of almost forfeited the all fins in, because it's put two muskie guys chasing muskie, like that's all we're going to target.
Yeah.
He'd occasionally throw in like a smaller muskie fly to see if he could get a smallmouth to take. He did miss another smallmouth Sunday morning.
What river was that?
I'm not going to mention it.
I know you're not going to mention it. Is this?
It's the one I frequently fish for muskie.
Our creek flows into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's basically as soon as we picked up the muskie rods, like, two muskie fishermen are going to want to chase muskie. And that's what we did. And I mean, to be honest, we fished for more species than I was expecting. So we fished for more species than I was expecting, because I was kind of just figuring like, oh, cool, I'm just going to fish for muskie for 2 days. But yeah, we fished for the other species, and it was good. Don't forget you're on camera before you write shit down.
I'm aware.
Okay, as long as you're cool.
Oh, okay. Did you see?
No.
Okay.
We'll tell you after.
He can't see that far.
I'm not worried
He
about
can't
it.
see that.
So then we ended up wrapping up, and then we went down to we checked in at Axman. I think we got there at like 10 to 12, and I mean it was a really cool environment. It was a lot different than the Beast, because there was like all types of fly fishermen there. Like the Beast, you're mainly meeting other muskie fishermen. And like it was kind of cool because there was a lot of guys like, we're team muskie and we were chasing muskie. So like they were asking like Dixon like a lot of questions like, oh my God, you chase muskie on the fly. How do you do that?
Oh, okay. So these people are probably new to the general fly fishing for muskie period. So they have no idea about the Beast of the East, probably.
Yeah. And that was the cool thing, was meeting. Like a lot of the guys were generally either from Central PA or like, oh, my dad grew up here, so I grew up fishing here, so they joined the tournament. So that was really cool. And then it was really cool to, kind of share like, we're Team Muskie. And they're like, wait, you can catch those on the fly? And it's like, yeah, we do it. We have this tournament called the Beast of the East, and, kind of had to give them the womp womp.
Well, we don't do it.
I catch muskie, just not in tournaments. My record remains unblemished. I have yet to catch a muskie in a tournament.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool, sharing like our experiences with like fly fishermen that have, different experiences, haven't chased stuff. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. The food at the banquet was really good.
Was it from that Axman's?
I think they had somebody. I don't think Axman doesn't have food at all.
I've never been to Axman's.
Yes, you have.
Oh, this is right outside of Beast.
Right outside of Belfont. It's like the giant mill-looking brewery. You've been there. We went there on the night that I had to hold your wife's hair.
Oh, that one. I'm thinking about what's the one outside of. What's the one we went to for the Beast? That's not.
That's Bent Run.
Yeah, that's nowhere near where you were.
It's up at Warren.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's where my brain was taking me though. But no, Axman's. Yes, it's right on the. It's on one side of the river. Yeah.
What the hell is the name of that little creek behind it?
Irrelevant.
Well, I know, but you mess with me. I think it's Dent Run or something like that.
I believe you.
Anyway, but it was really cool, like the banquet, like, because, like you had a bunch of fly fishermen and like, we had experience they hadn't had. And like, like if they were in Southeast PA, they had different experiences than we had. And it was kind of cool sharing a lot of those experiences, teaching them like, oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Apparently it's Logan Branch or something.
Okay.
The creek. But
yes, that's what it is.
But it was really cool, sharing those experiences. The food was really good. I don't know who catered it, but it was really good. And then I think you got 2 drink tickets.
Nice.
So you got 2. Obviously, I went over my 2.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a really cool tournament. I definitely am going to fish it next year. So if
cool.
Any of you all are interested, we should get some couple teams together and try and do it.
Yeah, I think that's something that we could probably put together a lot more easily than like a Beast team, second team, or something like that, because that's everybody can fish. You know what I mean? It's not just the specific ones that have musky setups or
Yeah.
whatever.
So can I ask a question?
Sure.
What do you think in your opinion is the best team size? Because you said you all have to stay together, right?
No, so the all fins in, the team size is 2.
Oh, so this would be a multiple team.
That being
Oh, yeah.
said, you can also split up.
Oh, shoot. From
I-
camp, we can get everything.
I thought in the past you said you could not,
So apparently you are allowed to split up.
the two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you couldn't split. So I was like a team.
Well, Matt mentioned in the past on the show, actually, that you had to stay together.
On the beast, you have to stay together.
I know that.
Yeah,
but I'm
the
saying in
all
this
fins
all
in.
fins
I think
in,
the last episode you said you all had to stay
That's
together.
what I thought, and
Yeah.
it was pointed out
that's
to me
something
that I
else
didn't
then.
read the rules very well.
So 2-man teams and you can split up. I mean, you can cover a lot of water.
yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of water from that area.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, like if
Lot of
if you catch a
species.
large fish, you're probably going to want your teammate to help you take the photo.
I mean, you're not wrong, but figure it out.
Well, like I said, my only complaint about this tournament was the photo taking thing. Like we kind of been spoiled with the fish techie balls.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, their accuracy is probably not quite there for ruling tournaments.
Truth.
But like if they would improve in the future, that'd be great.
Yeah, I
But
mean, everybody be using the same fish techie algorithm if that's what they move to.
Well, the problem is, and
Good point.
he can testify to it, is occasionally fish techie messes up.
Real bad. Yeah. I mean, the musky
Yeah, I
I caught, it said it was like
34,
33 and a half, and it was easily 35,
Okay.
if not more.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
and
that
I caught
bass that Breck caught,
Yes.
I would crop the photo a little different, and it would give me a different measurement.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then also, your brother Tim caught a
catfish,
catfish.
channel cat.
Was it a flathead or a channel?
It was a channel.
And it said it was some kind of shark.
It was a bonnet.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's wrong.
Yeah, fish techie's got some stuff to improve, but I mean, short of doing that, I'm not sure they could improve upon the measuring system for all fins in, because to be putting a 2.5-inch bass on a bump board is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. But I think
Not to mention the humping around a bump board everywhere, like
Not-
fishing trout streams and stuff. It's
not so much
ridiculous.
trying to improve the tournament, because it sounds like it was very well run and
it-
organized, but I think it's probably something that we're going to have a lot of our friends and people do. That's something Jim could easily do, I bet. I mean, just to get him out on the water.
Yeah, I mean,
Waters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cool thing.
We need a
is-
2.5-inch bass out of you, Dad. You got it?
You got it.
I go catch 2.5-inch brook trout. I can do that all day.
All right.
See?
Well, but I mean, that's the cool thing about it is because it's so many species of fish, it opens up a lot for the less able, we'll say.
Yeah.
So, you can jump on a pontoon boat and go fish just as, score the same amount of points, give or take, as the guy that wades 5 miles up a trout stream.
For sure.
So, but I think that'll do it for tonight. Anything to add, Sean?
Nope. Good to talk to you, boys.
Yep. Hey, guys, we appreciate you listening. We're sorry for the delay between episodes, but life happens.
Yep.
Follow us on Instagram at Dangerous Fly Fishing. Follow us on YouTube search for @Dangerous Fly Fishing. Please shoot us an email. We love hearing from you guys. We still have stickers, so if you want stickers, I have a set of stickers going out tomorrow to one of our listeners. He requested them, so they'll be coming out. But shoot us an email, dangerousflyfishing@gmail.com.
Is that everything?
That's it.
All right. Well, as always, good luck. Don't suck. Stay dangerous.